This is where we'll be sleeping tonight, in the Six Rivers National Forest. Dio and I made a short drive from Washington over to Northern California, where we plan to live off whatever we can catch. We are just 6 hours from the Airbnb, and don't forget, whoever sends me the best video of themselves saying weird Airbnb, that video will get pinned in my next Airbnb. This monstrous trek to one of California's national forests is going to be different than most challenges. As most of you know, I normally show you around the city of which I'm staying, and also do fun challenges, like the time I stayed in a wine barrel and drank yoga on the beach. Well, only a shot if I couldn't hold a position longer than 5 seconds. Or the time I walked 100,000 steps in the desert of southern Nevada. Here's the thing. This Airbnb is located in BFG, aka I can't really go anywhere, so I'm going to face the hardest challenge ever, a catch and cook, meaning I only eat if I can catch it and cook it. I'm bringing absolutely no food, just water. But what makes this even harder is that I have 3 hunting items, and I'll be starting with the hardest one. So we have this slingshot, which is what we'll be starting off with. It's like slush snow right now. I mean, we got 2 hours to try with the slingshot. I don't know what kind of creatures are gonna be out in this kind of weather. I did not think it would be snowing in California. I'll have a total of 6 hours of daylight. This gives me 2 hours for each hunting item, from the hardest all the way to the easiest. If I can't hit anything with that pellet gun, I am. All right, so we just pulled in. It is insane. The rain is just coming down. Honestly kind of fed up right now because we're in a national forest. Took a long forest road to get up here. The directions were terrible. I'm 2 hours late. We only have literally 6 hours total of daylight. I'll tell you, not only am I not pleased with the directions they gave me, but I'm not pleased with this house. There's just a little strap here to close the door. No lights in here, so I'll have to use my flashlight. This is it. It's got the wood stove here. I got my shoes there. Right now I got my Romeos on. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. It's cold. There's not much for wood. It's just a little bit of kindling. It drips. Watch. There. I don't know if you can hear it, but I mean the floors are wet. There's a kind of a cool chair right here. Okay, so the bed area is, you know, it's cute. It's like a half circle or almost more than half circle. We got the little Dio there, trying not to shine the light in his eyes. As far as I can tell, the rain isn't dripping on the bed, so that's good. And I'm sure it's only doing this because it is coming down right now. So, but anyways, okay, so right here we have just a granite, you know, which is nice. You get your ground, which you need. If you did any sort of like wood or composite, it's gonna mold and get nasty. So they got just straight up rock right here, sink here, and you have to turn it very slowly. Right over here, just, you know, some more storage. I'm not even really concerned. If I had food and I knew I was just gonna be chilling, I would be kind of bummed. But most of the night, I'm gonna be out searching for food. All right, we're headed off with the slingshot. 2 hours to maybe an hour and a half of walking around. Of course, we're in Northern California and we're in the mountains, but it's mid-April. Come on. So it's been about half an hour. I'm not seeing anything. Part of me wants to just go back and start with the bow. But honestly, I feel like I have a better chance with the slingshot because I did a lot of practicing at home and I did pretty good, but I just couldn't figure out the bow. So it's only been another 15 minutes, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, even which I doubt there would be a snake in this kind of weather, but like even like a snake, which I hate snakes, dude. Anything that has protein or anything, otherwise, I'm just not gonna be eating tonight. Dang it! Missed him. Bird ended up flying away, so I decided not to waste an arrow. All right, we have our bow, a couple arrows in the bag. Sucks though, I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I have a little bit of a cold. Oh. There goes an arrow. You think it's time for the sponsor? Oxbeam is one of the best lighting companies out there, whether it's a flashlight you want, tail lights, headlights, fog lights, or even a light bar. I was sent a 54-inch light bar by Oxbeam, and it produces like no other. A lot of times it's really hard to trust a company when they specify a certain amount of lumens if you're actually going to get that amount of lumens. And Oxbeam really stepped up to the plate here with a control switch on my dash, different power settings, and just an all-around bright light. If you're wanting a powerful light system, whether it's just around the home or whether it's on your car, click the link below or just look up Oxbeam online and get yourself some lumens. We got our pellet gun here. It's starting to get dark, actually. It's gonna be out here too much longer. Luckily, we have enough firewood for the entire night. So even if I don't end up finding something, then two good things. We got fire going and, you know, a couple more animals get to live. So that's always a bright side. Looks like a blue jay. Dang it! Okay, it's been 15 or 20 minutes since we've shot that bird, and I've just been walking up these trails. Cannot feel my fingers again. This has not been a. It's been a pleasant trip. It's growing on me. I think it's time to get a fire going. It is time for Strange on the Range. Instant underpants. Basically, you put it in water and it turns into underwear. You guys are the first ones to see this. Oh, it's even smaller than I thought. It's just a white, looks like a hockey puck. Here we go, ready? I'm not even gonna dip it or anything. Just let it float around. Okay, I might have to dip it. It's like waterproof. Do you have to like rip it apart? Let's try ripping it apart, I don't know. Cause it didn't absorb anything. It's still, I mean, we're getting somewhere. I don't know if that's, I mean, that would make sense because who, like I said, who would want to wear wet underwear? Look at that, look at that, okay. Different than I thought. I'm doing it. Thing is the legs are super, like I have skinny legs. Granted, I have pants on, but still my leg. Anyways, that's Strange on the Range. I'm actually really excited. Just wait till the end. I'm gonna have a review. It's gonna be very interesting because at first I was very ticked off. There's a lot of growth happening. There's no electricity. There's no service. I can't do anything, and it's growing on me. As the sun went down, I collected some more wood, lifted some random weights, dried out my clothes, and got Dio some fresh water and food. When all of a sudden I saw a freaking mouse out of the corner of my eye, and yes, Dio was absolutely useless, except that he chopped his tail off. 72, 75 degrees, it feels great in here. Still finding my t-shirt, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's warm. But it laid back. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. It's been a roller coaster to say the least. At first, I left early enough to get here at 1 o'clock. I didn't even get up here till 3. The directions were just not very helpful, so I already came here ticked off. You know, actually just walking around, and of course I hunted. I spent the first couple hours just kind of hunting. Even though I didn't get anything, it was super cool because I had to kind of scrounge around for firewood. I got to build my own firewood. The only way I stayed warm last night was that fire. That fire was everything to me. And the fire ended up getting too hot. I had to air it out, but then Dio got out and was roaming around, and it was 5 o'clock, so it was still dark, and I was worried for him, so it was a whole thing. It's about 7:30 right now. So the exterior of 4, it looks cool, but the thing is, there's not much to do. There's no fire pit out here. There's not a whole lot of seating. Interior, I'm gonna give the interior a 5. The interior, it leaked. It was just constantly dripping. Tons of bugs in there. The floor is pretty much dirt. For the overall just trip, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. There were definitely some difficulties. There were some things that I wish were more accommodating. Normally they'll have coffee, tea, or small snacks, which yeah, I know I wasn't gonna bring food, but this morning I'm game for food. So hey, don't forget to send me a video to my Instagram saying Weird Airbnb. The best video will get pinned in the next video. Yep, your face will be shown on YouTube. Also comment down below Weird Airbnb. We'll see you in the next video.